the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain. They amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, she still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Well, I just want to stay on topic, but I don't want to end up in March and go, oh, sorry, it's not going to happen, and the whole thing. Like, all this time, everything we've done is just wasted, too, for everything we have planned. So we want to see what do we have to do to make it happen if we have it. She said, I couldn't co-sign because I can't sign two, so.
Head to toe designer. Drill. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much less on me, I wish I had two next. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like they were popping in. Come pop it for me cause I'm rich and popping in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rockin' black clothes.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Another carry for the...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
D.D. Westbrook.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop
terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Jaguars 14, Jets nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
What else is on
And a
our
fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
55-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle made by...
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Second and 9 now. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Number 8.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That's the
2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I know. Mom gave me the other 83. I told her to tell you, but she didn't.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Yeah.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Ball carried by number
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Johnson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Shelling through the defense. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Then you get, if you use any year, you get 200 the first year, 400 the second year, 600 the third year, and you get the year.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You get 80% off of everything after that. Now there's a $1,000 match.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
3 to 4 weeks on planes, everything by after a week loss. You can't get rid of anybody. So everybody's letting people off with COVID or lose COVID. And I don't know what's going on. So we're trying to keep everything through, but everything's been difficult for kids.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Jets.
Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close.
And nobody's in contact. I mean, when you have kids and grandkids and everything else, you just don't know who, where, what. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, such a weirdo.
yeah, I know. My wife's had it like 7. I was worried more about her because she has some bad lung issues. But yeah, so I'm hoping. She is. But I'm just struggling with energy, and like as soon as like you're my second appointment, and I'm like done. I'm wasted. It's like just talking. It's crazy. So. Yeah. They never call back. That's
Breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Because I like to do things, get it done, and be finished. and I can't get anything done. Everything's like on hold, on wait. It's like nothing's done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Jaguars 20.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. LaVisca Chenault. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 15.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, New York.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. 7 yards the pickup there.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the 1st, but instead it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 3 yards to go.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Through an opening, and there he goes. They will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 16 on the play. But it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is...
Yeah, now he's not going to the game tomorrow either.
EA Sports.
I don't know. He's
the Jets on 3rd down.
He's always been
just
weird.
2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. They're going to look to throw. Able to connect with Mims. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw.
Bro, it was 3 on 7.
Sacked right around the 17. Ochimanuwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. And the linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Yeah, some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he will have a Jaguars first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Jets' 43-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch 4th quarter. That getting stronger, and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jaguars, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, They drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles...